It's Monday, and that means it's instructional day here at Clubhouse Gas. Now, normally we get tips from personal trainers, professional and college athletes, and coaches, but today we go straight to the horse's mouth, the players themselves, with some tips on how to get better right here on Clubhouse Gas. We were recently at the 11 and Under Tournament of Champions with a national field comprising 24 of arguably the best teams in the United States. Since these guys are top players in their age group, we thought we would get their opinions and advice on subjects such as nutrition, practice routines, and game tips. I think you parents and coaches can learn a bit from their comments. Being that these guys play 75 or more games a year on the road, good nutrition is important for peak performance.
We play year-round and play almost every weekend.
We asked the question on nutrition and performance, and here's what the vast majority of players advised us to eat.
Chicken tenders.
Whatever that thing is with chicken and some fries, and they got that little stuff on top of it and you put honey mustard on it. Yeah, that's good.
Chicken fingers.
Chicken sandwich.
Chicken fingers and hamburger.
A hamburger, a hot dog, and a popsicle.
That sounds delicious, guys, but is there any way we can add some nutritional value to that snack?
Dippin' Dots. Dippin' Dots.
And Fun Dip. Fun Dip.
Now that we have that baseball engine fueled, let's talk to the guys about practice routine and see what they think about their coaches.
They're nice, funny, and they help us.
They're not mean like some other coaches I've seen out in the field.
He teaches you how to play real good, and he hollers at you because he wants you to do better.
My coaches, they're not too mean. They're fun to be around, and they're funny and stuff.
Except when they yell at us.
But if they were the coaches, would they change anything at practice?
Hitting. Just hitting.
Hitting. Yeah.
Hitting. And
Doing new, like first and third defense or trying something new, hitting and stuff. Hitting.
More hitting. That's not surprising at all. Well, as coach, though, what's boring? What would you like to eliminate from practice?
Running.
Running.
Running and
running.
I must say that this advice was almost unanimous on how the players view the world when it comes to practice. So, coaches, do you think these 11-year-olds are paying attention? Do we underestimate them? We asked them to give a tip if they were the coach and they were teaching 11-year-old players how to play baseball.
Keep your eye on the ball and step straight.
And one tip when you're batting, you want to get up there and just relax and don't think.
Because whenever you feel the ball, you always want to stay low and stay in front of the ball. Whenever you hit the ball, to always look in to find it.
I think every pitch is a strike.
2-0 count is a hitter's count, and if they throw you a fastball, rip it.
In the outfield, you got to open your hips.
When you have 2 strikes, you need to be ready for every pitch that they throw.
When you steal and don't guess.
Make sure you don't stretch too early. Stretch when the ball's getting ready to get in your glove.
Well, as soon as you get in there, you want to know that you can get a hit and don't be afraid of the pitcher. Use the plasma bat.
When somebody steals, you need to plant your feet before you throw it.
Use your hips.
When you're pitching, when you step on the mound, always work your corners and don't leave the ball hanging.
Not to be scared to throw your off speed. Don't let your kids throw curveballs till about 15 or 16, maybe later.
Always follow through.
Make sure that you tuck your glove.
When you're catching, don't gain too much ground.
Always keep your elbow up and not down here.
When you're pitching from the stretch, always make sure your shoulders are still, because if not, you'll balk.
You always want to follow through.
Whenever you're facing a left-handed pitcher, make sure he goes home because they have good moves.
When you follow through, always make sure you're squared up with home plate.
Call the ball in the outfield. You don't want to run into each other. Back to you.
We did ask the kids one final question. In earlier shows, we asked rec league kids if they would rather play on a bad team that never won, but they got to play all the time, or win a championship on a team where they never got to play. Well, they said they'd rather play than win, but we thought we'd ask the travel ball kids who play at a higher level of competition the same question. Here's their answers.
I mean, I would like to be on a team that doesn't really win, but I would get to play a lot. I'd probably say a bad team because you'd learn from other teams how they play and get fundamentally better, and then maybe the next year you'd move up or something or get more experienced.
I'd rather be on a losing team and play more.
Probably the worst team, though, to
terrible team.
I'd probably play on a bad team because you get a lot of playing time.
So no matter what level of competition they're at, kids just want to have fun. There was one kid who said winning was the most important thing, but mostly they just want to play. We'll see you right back here next time for another great edition of Clubhouse Gas.